Welcome back to Love English Lab. Today, we're not sitting in a classroom, not practicing in a cafe, and not even visiting the zoo. We're heading out to the open sea. Imagine it with me, the horizon stretching endlessly in every direction, the salty breeze brushing your face, the sound of powerful waves against the ship's hull, and the excitement of knowing that every morning you might wake up in a brand new destination. That's the magic of a cruise ship.
Exactly. Cruises are like entire floating cities. You step on board, and suddenly you have restaurants from every cuisine, theaters with professional shows, swimming pools where families laugh and play, gyms with floor-to-ceiling ocean views, relaxing spas, even shopping malls where you can buy souvenirs before you reach the next port. Everything is right there. And do you know what connects all of these experiences? English. Passengers, crew members, entertainers, chefs, and guides, people from dozens of countries, all use English as the common language.
That's why a cruise ship is more than a vacation. It's a real-life classroom. Every corner offers a new opportunity to practice your English. You'll need it when you're checking in at the port, asking where your cabin is, chatting with staff, ordering dinner in the main dining room, or even signing up for a shore excursion to explore the local culture. Every interaction is a mini lesson in real conversation.
I'll never forget my first cruise. I was so excited, but also nervous because the staff spoke English so quickly. At check-in, the lady smiled and asked, "May I see your boarding pass?" For a second, I froze. I didn't understand right away. Later, I realized she was only asking for my ticket. That little moment taught me a big lesson. Sometimes English on board isn't about big vocabulary or complicated grammar. It's about recognizing useful, polite phrases and responding with confidence. Phrases like, "Excuse me, where's my cabin?" or "Could you repeat that, please?" are lifesavers.
And that's the beauty of English on a cruise ship. You don't need to sound like a professor. Short, clear sentences are more than enough. What time does the show start? Can I have a table for two? Where is the gym? These are the real tools you'll use over and over again.
Plus, cruise staff are used to helping international guests. If you ask politely, they'll slow down, repeat, or even use gestures to make sure you understand. That makes a cruise ship one of the safest and friendliest places to practice English in real life.
In this lesson, we'll guide you through the entire cruise journey. In Chapter 1, we'll check in at the port and find our cabin. In Chapter 2, we'll explore the ship, asking for directions and learning useful phrases. In Chapter 3, we'll go dining, ordering food at buffets and restaurants, and even trying specialty dishes. In Chapter 4, we'll enjoy entertainment and activities, from Broadway-style shows to karaoke nights. And in Chapter 5, we'll practice solving common problems politely at guest services.
By the end, you'll feel prepared to board any cruise ship in the world and handle every step in English, politely, clearly, and with confidence.
So, grab your boarding pass, wave goodbye to the port, and listen to the ship's horn as we set sail.
The adventure begins right now. So, Michael, picture this. We've just arrived at the port. The cruise ship is massive, almost like a tall, shining hotel floating on water. The line of passengers stretches across the terminal, families with excited children, couples taking photos, and travelers dragging their suitcases. We've got our passports and boarding passes ready. First step, check-in.
Right. At the check-in desk, the staff usually smiles and greets you politely. You might hear something like, "Good afternoon. May I see your boarding pass and passport?" That's your signal. You just hand them over and reply with something simple like, "Here you go."
Exactly. And if you're unsure about what they said, you can always ask short, polite questions such as, "Do I need to show my passport?" Or, "Is this the boarding line?" Short, clear questions make everything smoother and help you avoid confusion.
Let's do a quick role play.
Good afternoon. May I see your boarding pass and passport?
Sure. Here you go.
Thank you. How many bags are you checking in today?
Just one.
Perfect. Your cabin is on deck 6. See how polite and easy that was? The answers don't need to be complicated. Simple, clear replies keep things stress-free.
Another common question is about luggage. Staff might ask, "Do you want to check your bags or carry them on?" If you want the staff to take care of it, you can say, "Check, please." If you want to keep it with you, just say, "I'll carry it on."
Yes, and if you don't understand right away, it's perfectly fine to say, "Sorry, what does that mean?" They'll explain the difference. Check means the staff will deliver it to your cabin later, while carry on means you keep it with you.
After check-in comes security. The staff might say things like, "Please put your bag on the belt," or "Step through the scanner." Just follow their instructions calmly. A simple "okay" or "sure" is enough.
Once you're past security, the next challenge is finding your cabin. That's when useful phrases come in handy. "Excuse me, where is cabin 624? How do I get to deck 5? Is this the way to the elevators?"
Right. And staff will usually give you directions with words like "go straight," "take the elevator," "turn right," or "it's on the left."
Let's try another role play.
Excuse me, how do I get to cabin 402?
Cabin 402. Take the elevator to deck 4, turn left, and it'll be on your right-hand side.
Great, thank you so much.
Perfect. That's exactly how it works in real life.
One important note, sometimes you'll hear the word stateroom instead of cabin. Don't worry, it means the same thing. If someone says, "Your stateroom is ready," they're just talking about your room.
Good point. Another useful word is boarding card. That's the card you receive at check-in. It's very important because it usually works as your room key, your ID on the ship, and even as your payment method.
Exactly. So if you lose it, you can go to guest services and say, "Excuse me, I lost my boarding card." They'll replace it for you.
Sometimes you're not sure if you're heading in the right direction. In those moments, don't hesitate to ask another passenger, "Sorry, is this the way to deck 7? Or am I going the right way to the cabins?" People are usually happy to help.
Let's try that. "Sorry, is this the way to deck 6?
Yes, just follow this hallway. The elevators are at the end.
Perfect, thanks a lot."
See? Friendly and natural.
When you finally arrive at your cabin, you might meet your cabin steward. They often greet you with something like, "Welcome aboard. I'm your cabin steward. Let me know if you need anything." A polite response could be, "Thank you. Nice to meet you."
Yes, and you can also ask simple questions. "Excuse me, how do I use the safe? Where's the nearest dining room? Could you show me how the air conditioning works?" The staff is there to help, so never feel shy about asking.
Let's recap the key English phrases for this stage.
"May I see your boarding pass and passport? Here you go. How many bags are you checking in?" Just one. "Do you want to check your bags or carry them on?" "Check, please," or "I'll carry it on." "Please put your bag on the belt." Okay. "Excuse me, where is cabin 402? How do I get to deck 5? Is this the way to the cabins? I lost my boarding card." With these phrases, you'll pass through check-in smoothly and find your cabin without stress. Once you've dropped off your luggage, you can finally relax, open the curtains, and look out at the sea. That's when the real excitement begins.
Exactly. And after you're settled in, the next step is exploring the ship. Finding the buffet, the pool, the theater, the shops. It's like discovering a floating city.
And that's what we'll dive into in Chapter 2.
All right, Charlotte. We've checked in, dropped our bags in the cabin, and now comes one of the most exciting parts, exploring the ship.
Yes, cruise ships are like floating cities. They're enormous with so many decks, elevators, staircases, and long hallways. Honestly, it's easy to get lost. That's why knowing how to ask for directions in English is so important.
Exactly. Imagine walking into a huge atrium with glass elevators, shiny floors, and people everywhere. You look around and see signs pointing in different directions: dining room, spa, theater, casino. You want to find the buffet, the pool, or maybe the kids' club. The first phrase you need is, "Excuse me, where is?"
Right. And you can use it for almost anything. For example, excuse me, where is the buffet? Excuse me, where is the gym? Excuse me, where is the spa? Short, polite, and perfect for every situation.
Let's roleplay. Excuse me, where is the pool?
The pool is on deck 9. Take the elevator up and turn right.
Great, thank you.
That's exactly how it happens in real life. And notice the direction words: up, down, left, right, straight ahead. These words are used all the time when staff explain directions.
Yes. You'll also hear, it's next to, it's across from, it's behind. These are lifesavers. They tell you where something is by comparing it to another location.
Let's try another role play. Excuse me, how do I get to the theater?
Go straight ahead, then take the stairs down to deck 5. The theater is across from the lounge.
Perfect, thanks a lot.
Simple, clear, and useful. That's all you need.
Another helpful question is, what's on this deck? If you're holding a map and feel confused, you don't need to guess. Just ask.
Yes, and staff might answer, this deck has the dining room and the casino. Or, the gym and spa are on deck 12. That gives you a quick summary of what's nearby.
Let's add some key vocabulary. Some of the most important places you'll hear on a cruise ship are buffet, dining room, lounge, spa, pool, gym/fitness center, theater, casino, deck, which means a floor or level of the ship.
Those words will come up again and again, so the more comfortable you are with them, the easier your trip will be.
Let's practice with a map example. Okay, Michael, we're on deck 6 now. Where are we?
We're near the dining room. The casino is across from us.
Right, and the theater is one deck below. Let's go there.
Perfect. See how direction words help you move around.
Another very useful phrase is, can you show me on the map? If you don't understand spoken directions, hand the staff your map and ask. They'll point to the exact location.
Yes, and that saves you from walking in circles. Staff are always happy to help if you ask politely.
Now, sometimes you'll hear announcements over the loudspeakers, the pool deck is now open, or the show will begin in the main theater at 8 p.m. These announcements are in English, so it's great listening practice.
Absolutely. And if you don't catch everything, you can ask a staff member, sorry, what was the announcement about? That way, you don't miss important information.
Another great phrase is, where can I find? For example, where can I find the kids' club? Or, where can I find the information desk?
And if you're already moving but not sure, you can ask, am I going the right way to? It's polite and helpful when you're a little lost.
Let's do one more complete dialogue.
Excuse me, am I going the right way to the spa?
Almost. Take the elevator up to deck 12. The spa is at the front of the ship.
Got it. Could you show me on the map?
Sure, here, this area.
Perfect, thanks.
That's natural and realistic.
So, let's review the key English from this chapter.
Excuse me, where is the place? How do I get to? What's on this deck? Can you show me on the map? Am I going the right way? With just these phrases, you can walk confidently around the ship, ask for help naturally, and never feel lost.
And once you know your way around, you can relax. You'll feel like the ship is your home away from home.
Exactly. And then comes my favorite part, food. Cruise dining is legendary. Buffets, restaurants, cafes, even room service. And of course, plenty of English to practice.
Which is why Chapter 3 will be all about dining and food options on a cruise.
Michael, one of my absolute favorite parts of a cruise is the food. Buffets, fine dining, snacks by the pool. There's something for everyone, and the best part is that most of it is already included in your ticket. For many passengers, dining is not just about eating. It's about the experience, the conversations, and of course, practicing English.
Oh, yes. And that means plenty of chances to practice English in natural, useful situations. At every meal, you're ordering, asking questions, and making little adjustments. Even if you only say a few sentences, those short interactions build confidence quickly.
Let's start with the buffet. Buffets are usually self-service, but sometimes staff stand behind certain stations, especially for hot dishes or carving stations. That's when you'll want to use questions like, "What is this? Is this spicy? Does it have meat?
Exactly. Let's role play.
Excuse me, what is this dish?
That's grilled chicken with lemon sauce.
Great, thanks." See? Very short, natural, and polite.
Another useful one is, does this have nuts? Or is this vegetarian? These are lifesavers for people with allergies or specific diets.
Yes, and the staff usually answer clearly, "Yes, it contains nuts," or "No, it's vegetarian." You don't need long explanations, just enough to understand your food.
Now, in the main dining room, things feel more formal. You sit at a table, often with a waiter serving you. That's where you'll need phrases like, "Can I see the menu, please?" "What's the soup of the day?" Or, "I'd like the fish, please."
And don't forget drinks. "Could I have a glass of water? Can I get some wine?" Or, "I'd like a soda, please." Simple, polite, and effective.
Let's try a dining room scene. "Good evening. May I take your order?"
Yes, could I have the tomato soup to start and the salmon for my main course?
Of course. "And to drink?"
A glass of white wine, please.
Very good.
Smooth, polite, and realistic.
Another helpful phrase is asking for recommendations. "What do you recommend?" Or, "What's popular tonight?" Waiters often enjoy recommending the chef's special or a dish they personally like.
And don't forget about desserts. You can ask, "What's for dessert?" Or, "Do you have ice cream?"
And then there's room service. Many cruise ships let you order food right to your cabin. You usually call on the phone and say something like, "Hello, could I order a club sandwich to cabin 402, please?" Or, "Can I have it with fries?"
And you might also ask, "How long will it take?" The staff might reply, "About 20 minutes."
Let's role play a room service call. "Hello, room service?"
"Hi, could I order a cheeseburger with fries to cabin 305, please?"
"Certainly. Would you like anything to drink?"
"Yes, a Coke, please. How long will it take?"
"Around 25 minutes.
"Perfect, thank you." That's exactly how it works. Short, polite sentences, and you get what you need.
Another important word is reservation. For specialty restaurants, like steakhouses or sushi bars, you usually need one. You can say, "Can I make a reservation for 2 at 7 p.m.?" Or, "Do you have a table for 4 tonight?"
And if the restaurant is full, you might hear, "I'm sorry, we're fully booked." Don't panic. Just ask, "Do you have anything later?" Or, "Is there space tomorrow?"
Let's act it out.
"Good evening. Do you have a reservation?"
"No, can I make a reservation for tomorrow at 8 p.m.?"
"Sure, we have availability then."
"Perfect, thank you."
Easy and polite.
And sometimes you want to change something on the menu. You might say, "Could I have the steak, but with vegetables instead of fries?" That's completely normal and very common.
Yes, just start with, could I have, and then add instead of. For example, could I have the pasta with tomato sauce instead of cream sauce?
Exactly. And if you really don't like something, you can also say, could I have it without onions? Or, no cheese, please.
Good point. And if you're not sure how big a portion is, you can ask, is this a large portion? Or, can we share this dish?
So let's sum up the golden dining phrases. What is this? Is this vegetarian? I'd like the fish, please. Could I have? Instead of, what do you recommend? Can I make a reservation? Could I order room service? No cheese, please. How long will it take?
With those, you can handle buffets, dining rooms, specialty restaurants, room service, and even late-night snacks without stress.
And once you've mastered the dining part, the fun continues with entertainment and activities, shows, games, excursions. That's where even more opportunities for English practice appear.
Exactly. And that's what we'll cover in Chapter 4, Entertainment and Activities on a Cruise Ship. Michael, one of the best things about cruise ships is that there's always something to do. You never get bored. There are shows, live music, games, movies, art auctions, dance classes, fitness sessions, even shore excursions when the ship docks in a new city or island.
Absolutely. And for English learners, that means endless opportunities to practice asking questions, following instructions, and joining activities. Every activity is a chance to speak.
Let's start with shows. In the evening, there's usually big entertainment in the main theater. Musicals, comedy acts, magic shows. If you need information, the simplest questions are, what time does the show start? Or, where is the theater?
Yes. And the staff might answer, it starts at 8 p.m. in the main theater on Deck 5, clear and direct.
Let's roleplay. Excuse me, what time does the comedy show start tonight?
At 9 o'clock in the main theater.
Great, thank you.
Smooth and natural. You see how easy that is?
Another thing is dress codes. Some nights are casual, but others are formal nights. Passengers wear elegant clothes, sometimes even tuxedos and evening gowns. You can ask, is there a dress code tonight? Or, do I need formal clothes for dinner?
Exactly. And the answer might be, yes, it's formal night. Or, no, casual is fine. Knowing how to ask saves you from showing up underdressed.
Now, let's talk about daily activities. Every morning, the ship delivers a schedule to your cabin, sometimes called the Daily Planner. It lists events like trivia games, dance classes, yoga, bingo, cooking demonstrations, or movie screenings. To join in, you can ask, where do we meet for the yoga class? Or, can I join the trivia game?
Let's roleplay a yoga example. Excuse me, where do we meet for the yoga class?
It's on Deck 12 by the pool.
Perfect, thank you. Can I join without signing up?
Yes, just show up. Easy. And another useful phrase is, do I need to sign up? For example, do I need to sign up for the cooking class?
Right. And sometimes there's an extra cost. So you can ask, is there a fee for this activity? The answer might be, yes, it's $10, or no, it's free.
Now, let's move to shore excursions. When the ship docks at a port, there are organized tours, city sightseeing, snorkeling, cultural visits. To get information, you can ask, where do we meet for the excursion? What time do we come back to the ship? Is lunch included?
Let's roleplay.
Excuse me, where do we meet for the city tour?
At 9 a.m. in the main lounge.
Great. And what time do we return?
Around 4 p.m.
Perfect, thanks. Another fun part of cruises is the contests and games on board. Karaoke nights, trivia competitions, dance-offs. You can ask, Can I join the trivia game? What time is karaoke? Where's the dance class?
And you'll often hear announcements like, "Everyone is welcome. Sign up here. Join us on Deck 9 at 3 p.m."
And if you're not sure, you can ask, do I need to register or is it free?
Another common situation is using facilities like the gym, spa, or pool. Useful questions include, is the gym open now? Do you need a reservation for the spa? What time does the pool close?
Let's role play a spa question. Excuse me, do I need a reservation for the spa?
Yes, we recommend booking in advance.
Great. Could I book a massage for tomorrow morning?
Of course. Nice! That's exactly how you'd handle it in real life.
Don't forget announcements on the loudspeakers. They might say, the bingo game will begin in the lounge at 2 p.m. or the captain's cocktail party is tonight at 7. If you didn't catch everything, you can ask a nearby passenger, sorry, what was the announcement about?
Good reminder. And sometimes you'll see signs posted near elevators. Learning to read quickly helps too. Pool closed for maintenance, or show moved to deck 7.
So to sum up, here are the golden entertainment and activity phrases. What time does the show start? Is there a dress code tonight? Where do we meet for the excursion? Do I need to sign up? Is there a fee? What time does the pool/gym close? Could I book a massage? Sorry, what was the announcement about?
With these, you can enjoy every part of the cruise. Shows, classes, tours, contests, and relaxation by the pool. You'll never feel lost or left out.
And if something goes wrong, maybe you lose your boarding card, get a mistake on your bill, or don't feel well, that's when you need to talk to guest services.
Exactly. And that's our next stop, Chapter 5, Problems and Guest Services.
Michael, cruises are amazing, but let's be honest, sometimes problems happen. Maybe you lose your room key, feel seasick, find a mistake on your bill, or have an issue with your cabin. That's why it's so important to know how to talk to guest services in English.
Exactly. Guest services is like the hotel reception, but on a ship. They handle almost everything. Lost cards, billing issues, information about activities, even medical help. The key is to stay polite and clear, even if you're stressed.
Let's start with the most common issue, losing your cabin card. That little card is your lifeline. It's your room key, your ID on the ship, and your payment method for drinks or shopping. If you lose it, don't panic. Go straight to guest services and say, "Excuse me, I lost my cabin card."
Right? They'll usually ask, "What's your cabin number?" or "Can I see some ID?" You just answer, "My cabin is 402," or "Here's my passport." Then they'll give you a new card.
Let's role play. Hello, how can I help you?
"Excuse me, I lost my cabin card."
No problem. What's your cabin number?
"Cabin 305.
Thank you. Here's your new card.
"Perfect, thanks a lot."
Easy and stress-free.
Another common problem is seasickness or feeling unwell. The ocean can make some people dizzy or sick. You can say, "Excuse me, I don't feel well. Could I see the doctor?" or "Where is the medical center?"
Yes, and if it's urgent, you can add, "I need help quickly." Remember, staff take health very seriously on ships.
Let's try a scene. "Excuse me, I'm not feeling well. Where's the medical center?"
It's on deck 2 at the back of the ship. I'll call ahead for you.
"Thank you so much."
Perfect.
Another situation, billing. Sometimes you check your account on the TV in your cabin or at a kiosk and see a charge you don't recognize. At guest services, you can say, "Excuse me, I think there's a mistake on my bill." Or, "Could you explain this charge, please?"
Let's role play that. Hello, how can I help?
"Excuse me, I think there's a mistake on my bill. It shows a charge for drinks, but I didn't order them."
Let me check that for you. Yes, it seems like an error. I'll remove it.
"Thank you, I appreciate it."
See, Calm and polite works best.
Another problem could be with your cabin. Maybe the air conditioning isn't working, or the shower has no hot water. You can say, "Excuse me, there's a problem with my cabin. The air conditioning isn't working."
And staff will usually respond with something like, "We'll send maintenance right away."
Let's try that one. "Excuse me, there's a problem with my cabin. The shower isn't working."
"I'm sorry about that. I'll send someone to fix it immediately."
Thank you.
Another common issue is noise. Maybe your neighbors are playing loud music late at night, or you hear constant noise from the hallway. You can say, "Excuse me, my cabin is very noisy. Could you help?" Guest services might offer to speak to the neighbors, reduce the noise, or even move you to a quieter cabin if possible.
And don't forget about lost items. If you misplace something, a phone, sunglasses, a hat, you can ask, "Excuse me, where is lost and found?" Or, "I think I lost my phone. Has anyone turned it in?"
Good one. And here's another. Sometimes your cabin isn't cleaned when you expect it. You can politely ask, "Excuse me, could someone clean my cabin, please?" Staff will arrange it.
True. And if you need extra items, you can also ask, "Could I have an extra towel?" Or, "Could I get more pillows?"
So let's recap the golden guest services phrases. "I lost my cabin card." "I don't feel well." "Where's the medical center?" "I need help quickly." "I think there's a mistake on my bill." "There's a problem with my cabin." "My cabin is very noisy." "Where is lost and found?" "Could I have an extra towel, please?"
With these, you can handle almost any problem on a cruise ship without stress.
Exactly. And the most important things to remember are stay polite, use short sentences, and stay calm. The staff is there to help you, and they deal with these situations every day.
Which brings us to the end of our cruise journey. We've learned how to check in, explore the ship, enjoy dining, join activities, and solve problems with guest services.
In the closing, we'll look back at everything we've practiced and wrap up our cruise English adventure.
Yes, let's bring it all together in our final chapter. Charlotte, what an incredible journey this has been. We started at the port, boarding the ship, and now we've gone through every part of the cruise together, in English. From check-in to entertainment, from meals to guest services, we've turned a vacation into a classroom.
Yes, and that's what I love about this topic. A cruise ship is like a floating city, but for English learners, it's also a floating classroom. Every hallway, every activity, every meal gives you a chance to practice short, useful sentences. Even if you speak only a few words, those words make your trip smoother and more enjoyable.
Let's quickly recap our adventure. In Chapter 1, we checked in and found our cabin. We practiced phrases like, "Here you go" when giving your passport, and "Excuse me, where is cabin 402?" Those little questions made the stressful check-in process simple and stress-free.
Then in Chapter 2, we explored the ship. With so many decks and places to visit, English directions became essential. We learned, where is the buffet? How do I get to the theater? Am I going the right way? With just a few words, you can navigate a giant ship like a pro.
In Chapter 3, we focused on dining. From asking, "What is this dish?" at the buffet, to ordering in the main dining room with, "I'd like the salmon, please," and even calling room service with, "Could I order a sandwich to cabin 305? Dining turned into an English lesson full of flavor and confidence.
Yes, and Chapter 4 was all about entertainment and activities. We practiced asking, what time does the show start? Do I need to sign up for yoga? Where do we meet for the excursion? With those sentences, you can enjoy every concert, class, and tour without feeling lost.
Finally, in Chapter 5, we prepared for problems. Because let's face it, Travel always brings surprises. We practiced, I lost my cabin card. There's a problem with my cabin. I think there's a mistake on my bill. And of course, I don't feel well. Where's the medical center? These phrases are powerful tools for solving issues calmly and politely.
The important thing is this: English on a cruise ship isn't about perfect grammar. It's about confidence with small, polite sentences. Excuse me. Could I? Where is? Thank you. These are the magic keys that open every door on the ship.
And they do something more. They let you relax and truly enjoy the journey. Instead of worrying about vocabulary, you can focus on the ocean views, the sunsets, the laughter, and the memories you're making.
So here's our challenge for you. Imagine your next cruise, or even just a trip somewhere new. Practice one phrase from each chapter out loud. Say it as if you're already there. Can I see the menu? Where's the pool? I'd like a coffee, please. That way, when the real moment comes, your English will flow naturally.
Exactly. Travel is about adventure, and English is your passport to experiencing it fully.
Thanks for sailing with us today. We hope your next cruise, or any trip, will be smoother, easier, and more fun because of the English you've learned here with us.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep exploring, and keep speaking English everywhere you go.
Bon voyage, everyone.